What's going on, guys? I'm Septile MC, and today I'll bring you the final match of the OU tournament. We did make it to the finals. It is against a YouTuber called JohnOrigins. Now I actually messed up this recording here. It is a live recording, but my audio cut out about halfway through. So instead, I'll be doing it post-narrated just over the live thing, so I can put in my input still. And now, looking at his team, the biggest threat to my team is definitely the Mawile, because the Mawile could have the Fire Fang, could have the Play Rough, and the Sucker Punch, as well as Iron Head. It could be Swords Dance, it could be Substitute Focus Punch, it could be a lot of things. And it's a threat because if it gets up in SD, my game is over. That's basically how this game is gonna work out. But I'm not too afraid of really anything else on his team. I can handle everything pretty decently, in my opinion. Just trying to see the screen a little bit bigger right here. I'm just gonna do this so I can see the screen, because I'm recording this and I'm watching it back. But as I'm just playing with the screen right now, I decided to lead off with my Rotom-Wash here, predicting the Landorus, probably either that or the T-Tar. And honestly, my safest play is to just go for a Will-O-Wisp, because nothing on his team wants to take a burn. He can just have the Latias take the burn, but the question is, does he honestly want to? He goes into the Rotom-Wash, which is perfectly fine for me, because he now gets burned and it's just residual damage. However, now here's the problem: I don't have much to take on a Rotom-Wash. So in this case, I was thinking to myself, do I want to Volt Switch? Because if he also goes on the Volt Switch, then I'm going to have a problem. But instead, he goes for Wisp. He does outspeed me. I missed the Hydro Pump. It wouldn't have done too much, so I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world. But now I'm thinking he might be faster than me. No, he's not. I win the speed tie. I didn't want to win the speed tie there. I wanted to actually lose the speed tie. But here, I think I'm going to make a ballsy prediction. I'm going to go into Landorus, just because it's pretty obvious that he's going to go for a Volt Switch here, just because why would you Hydro Pump, unlike me. I go into my Landorus. That was a ballsy play, but it was pretty safe in my opinion. He's gonna go for Hydro Pump. Now, kind of obvious, but he goes for Pain Split actually, which is a good play on his part. Now here, I'm going to Volt Switch out again, I believe, just to play it safe. And I think once again I win the speed tie, which I don't want to have happen. I'm gonna go into Breloom this time. I'm not gonna risk that Hydro Pump this time. He actually goes for the Volt Switch again. It breaks my Sash on the Breloom, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. He's gonna go into Latias now, and I don't really want to take a Psyshock or Draco, but I'm gonna go into Scizor here I'm gonna go into Scizor to take it. Then I'm gonna switch into my Azumarill to see if he has the HP Fire. He does have HP Fire. That also takes some Life Orb damage, and now I'm thinking on the switch, he can either do a few things. He can go into the Rotom-Wash, which in my opinion is the most likely to happen. And here I actually just turn on the mod chat, I think. Oh, and it was already set, so that's just me. I think here I'm gonna go for the knockoff or the Play Rough, one or the other, just to play it safe. He might go into Landorus or the Rotom. I could go for Waterfall, trying to predict the Landorus, but that would be a really ballsy play. I could also double switch out into Scizor. I actually double switch out into Landorus, predicting the switch into... I don't know, that was a really interesting play on my part, but I'm going to fire off a Psychic here just to play it safe. It's going to take out the Rotom-Wash from there, and, well, yeah. And someone messaged me there, but that's gonna be enough to take him out. So I'm up 6-5 now, and in my opinion, he'll probably go out into Latias just because he saw I had the Psychic. That, or he would not go into T. He does go into T-Tar. Interesting play. Now here I have a choice. I actually look at the stats of the, or actually, I actually decide to calc something here. What I'm going to calc is if a Focus Blast is going to kill him or not, because if I can't kill him, then it does. It's an easy OHKO, so I just have to calc that quickly. And I decide to actually calc if he's especially defensive spread. I believe right here I do. Actually, I don't know why I'm staring at the screen for so long. And once again, guys, I apologize. It isn't the live recording. I decided to be safe here because if he's the Choice Scarf set, and heals for Ice Punch, I would have probably lost right there because I can't say I lost, but if you look at his team, Landorus does a lot of damage to it. Now here, I know he's not gonna stay in, that he's gonna probably switch. I go for a Pain Split because it's the safest play for me. I can get some health back, and yeah, but he decides actually to go for a Dragon Pulse here, which just takes me out. So down goes the Rotom-Wash, and now I have to be really afraid of the Mawile. Mawile is now a huge threat to me because I don't have my Pokemon that can burn him, which means I can't reduce his attack, which means that's a problem. Now here, I could have predicted the switch into the Tyranitar, however, that would have been extremely ballsy, and I didn't want to take the risk right now. Now here, I have two choices. I can go for the Focus Blast, or I can go into Breloom, predicting the Stone Edge. I decided to go into Breloom, predicting the Stone Edge. She goes for Crunch, actually, which is an interesting play. But it happens. Now I know I can Spore anything on his team. I'm just going to go for it. It's a pretty safe thing to do, because anything here actually goes to sleep on his team from the Spore. He decides to Spore the Tyranitar. That also confirms that he is not Choice Scarf because I outsped him. And I'm going to fire for Bullet Seed because nothing on his team honestly wants to take a Bullet Seed. He goes into Landorus, and that's not going to take it nicely. I could go for it again, or I could switch out. I do believe here I do decide to switch out though into my own Landorus. He goes for a U-turn though. That does a decent amount of damage. I'm assuming he's an offensive spread, just because of how much that actually did. Now here he goes into Excadrill. I don't know why, because I outspeed in a Focus Blast kills. I guess he was hoping that I didn't either A, have the Focus Blast, or that I would miss, which was really risky for him. He's gonna go into Landorus now though. I do assume he's offensive and Choice Scarfed, judging by how it was his lead and also how he brought it in now. I'm gonna switch though. I'm gonna go, I believe, into either the Breloom or the Scizor, because I don't want to be taking a Stone Edge or Rock Slide. He just goes for Knockoff, and that knocks off my Life Orb. However, I am on 7%. I can fire for Mach Punch, get a tiny bit more damage off. I get a crit. Crit did not matter. If you guys think it mattered, it did. But that play right there was extremely crucial, because he took out my Breloom. Now, I should not have done that. I should not have lost my Breloom, considering it was the only thing that could actually take on the Mawile now because of the Spore. If it's the Swords Dance set and I get off the Spore, I'm fine. And if it's not, well then we have a huge problem on our hands. He goes into Mawile now then, and this is where I can't say it goes bad, but this is where it goes bad. It just does. Mawile is going to Mega Evolve here, and this is a problem because he sets up a Swords Dance. He also outspeeds me, which is a crucial play. I'm gonna go for Waterfall again, but actually I think I should go for Aqua Jet instead, and that should actually work in my favor. I'm thinking of a plan right here. My plan initially was to take Mega Mawile out with a combination of the Aqua Jet and the Bullet Punch. Sacking off my Thundurus there was a huge misplay because I wasn't able to T-Wave the Mawile like I would have wanted to do, because this Mawile is actually max speed, and this max speed Mawile is actually going to be a huge problem because it's going to outspeed my Azumarill, and you can actually see A-Star the Third right there in the chat try to warn me right here. He's like, Sept, like, you cannot do this, like, your plan is not going to work. And people are already saying that this is game, but you can clearly see that there is still some time in this match, so I am not going to get swept here. He's going to go for an Iron Head that takes me out, but I'm just going to go into Scizor, and I'm thinking, I outspeed naturally, I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch, but no, he is max speed Mega Mawile, and that just takes me out. max speed swag. So he had max speed. That fucks me up completely, but I don't go down without a fight. And this is where it's about to get real. So we're playing this game right now where we're going for Sucker Punch versus Calm Mind, and that's the third one. Now usually people have the rule of 3 where after the third or on the third you attack. I don't go for that. Now that's the fourth one. If I'm not mistaken, that's the fourth one. And now there's the fifth one. And now I'm at +5. And I decide to attack. And boom, I get off the attack. And I wish I could have shown my excitement there. Because I screamed at like the tops of my lungs when that happened. He does outspeed me, he does try to take me out, but not even with a crit would he have been able to kill me. And since his T-Tar's not scarfed, he won't even have a chance to wake up. And I'm just going to Oko the T-Tar. And that was an extremely close 1-0 against JohnOrigins. He's a fantastic battler, guys. Go check out his YouTube. Link in the description. And yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for the finale. Once again, I apologize that it was not the live narration. I was unable to do anything about that, obviously. Just an accident on my part, but still, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. And comment, like, rate, and subscribe to me and JohnOrigins. Again, link down below. Check him out. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Peace out.